Steam summer sale has arrived, and with these sales, it's always difficult to know if you're actually getting a good deal. So I've spent the past couple hours sifting through Steam here, along with the help of my price history browser extension, to find some really good deals. These are at the lowest ever price history, and I got a big list. In fact, they're separated into 3 different categories. We got the big names, which we'll start with. We've got some of my favorites that I've played here on the channel, and then we got the bargain bin, like $1 or $2 we'll put at the end of this video. So without further yammering, we're going to get to the list and start with a big name. Stardew Valley. Grandpa gives you a farm. Go out and build a farm in this farming sim. Live your life in this happy little town in Stardew Valley. This one came out here in 2016. It is 50% off right now, which puts it at $7.49 at the moment. It is its cheapest price in history. All of these, well, most of these, I'll mention if they're not, is the lowest price ever for these games and for this sale. Also, I'm going to go kind of quick through these because I got a lot of games to get through. So I'm going to put a link to the Steam page in the description, as well as a link to a video if I've done it, which I have on most of these games. So if you want to see a little more details on the game or see the Steam page, I'll have those links down below. But there's number 1, Stardew Valley. Number 2 is Kerbal Space Program. We're going to launch our Kerbals into space and, well, build a space program. Came out in 2015. It is 90% off right now, which puts it at $3.99 for this one. Also, the, what else? We've got a couple more DLC things here for sale as well. But, again, of course, lowest price. There's my extension, so you can see it's the lowest price it has ever been. Next up, we have Loop Hero, which is a deck-building roguelike, pixel graphics, tactical, work your way through a maze of roguelike RPG things. Name all the tags there. It is 75% off right now, which is at $3.74. There's a whole bunch of games that have modeled themselves after Loop Hero here. Next up, we have FTL. This is a soundtrack that I have playing at the moment. FTL came out in 2012. It is the space sim roguelike, where you build yourself a spaceship and try to make your way through space. It is 70% off right now, which puts it at $2.99. This is not actually the lowest it has ever been. You could potentially find it for 50 cents cheaper. Actually, quite a bit. Back in May, it was $2.49. So if you want to sell yourself 50 cents, it may go on sale a little bit cheaper, but $3 is pretty cheap for one of the greatest games ever made. Next up, we have Lens Island. This one's noteworthy because it just came out just this year, just this month, as a matter of fact, June 19th by Flow Studio. Open World Survival Craft is the name. You build yourself a base. You and up to 8 people can build yourself a base and then go dungeon crawl down into the dungeons, explore a bunch of islands. It just came out, but it's on sale for 35% off, which puts it at $19.49 at the moment. These prices, of course, are all in US monies. Next up, we have Foundation, which again also came out this year. This one came out on January 31st of this year. This is a gridless, like a laid-back medieval city building game, as it says there. No lines. The people build the houses themselves. It's a fantastic city builder by Polymorph, and it was in early access for a while. But it's out in full release now, and it is 30% off at the moment, which puts it at $24.49 for this one. Another new one. This one just came out. Foundation, by the way, is one of my favorite games. Maybe my favorite game to play this year. And speaking of the favorite game to play this year, Altars is here as well, which came out just this month by 11-bit. And it just came out, so it's not much of a sale. It is the lowest sale, but it's only 10% off, which puts it at $31.49 for this one, for the sale there. I should mention something about it. So sci-fi style, almost like a Star Trek or Black Mirror episode. You go in, you got to start cloning yourself. What do you do with the morality of that? Also trying to build your base and your station and get out alive. There's a lot of narrative things going in there as well. Fantastic game, though, from what I have played. Next up, we have Europa Universalis 4. So these next 3 are all Paradox games, and so I should probably slap an asterisk next to them, like they have done with their reviews there. We'll talk about that asterisk in a second, but it's cheap. EU4 is a great game, and it is 90% off at the moment, which puts it at $4.99 right now for the base game. And that is the asterisk. Remember, with all of these Paradox games, you're going to have a lot of DLC. It's on sale too, though. Most of them, not all of them, but a lot of DLC is on sale. So both EU4, as well as we have Stellaris is on sale at the moment. It is 75% off, which is at $10 right now. But again, you got DLC to go along with it. And then the third one is CK3. Crusader Kings 3 came out 2020. And that one is 70% off, puts it at $14.99. But again, base game, lots of DLC to go along with it. Great games, though. Even the base games are all good on these. Next up, we have RimWorld. This is the sci-fi colony sim where you crash land on a planet, build yourself a colony, get attacked by mad bunnies, and who knows what else is out there. This is on sale. It doesn't go on sale very often. It's kind of a rare day to have a RimWorld sale, but it is 20% off right now for $27.99. It does have a new DLC coming out very soon, and so if you want to get in on the DLC, because I'm sure you'll see a lot of YouTube folks playing RimWorld the next month. So there is RimWorld, also a fantastic game. On that RimWorld train, we're going to look at Oxygen Not Included, same idea, but instead of being on a planet, you're on an asteroid, and you got to deal with your meeps. I think that's what they call them, meeps. I forget. But build a base, build a colony, and try not to get your folks fried there. Came out 2019. It is 70% off at the moment, which puts it at $7.49 right now. And, of course, it's a historic low price. And there you go. It came out in 2019 by Clay. Again, with that RimWorld train, we got Space Haven here, which came out in 2020 by Bug Bite. It's RimWorld, Oxygen Not Included, whatever, those colony sim styles, but on a spaceship. And you can explore space. You can bounce from point to point to deal with aliens and starships and star bases and try to survive space with this one. This one is 60% off right now. Puts it at $9.19 for Space Haven. It is an early access. It's still being developed. It's a little bit of a slow process because it's been development for a while, but it's coming along. Next up, we got Dredge, which came out in 2023. A single-player fishing adventure, which doesn't sound as exciting, but it's like a Lovecraftian fishing adventure, and there's a lot of like freaky things out there that are gonna eat you up. But yeah, fishing with Cthulhu, and it is on sale 50% off for $12.49 right now. Age of Wonders 4. This is basically Civilization with a fantasy twist to it. You're running a fantasy empire rather than a historical one. And it came out in 2023, but it is on sale for $29.99. That's 40% off right now. If you like the turn-based tactical empire building games, that's what this one is. We got Settlement Survival back into the city building train with a sort of like Banish style where you're grid-based, managing resources, build a city. Came out in 2022, and it is at 50% off right now, which puts it at $10 for this sale. We got Farthest Frontier next up. Again, another city builder. This one is a little more, it's grid-based as well, but a little more gritty than something like Settlement Survival by Crate Entertainments. Bandits come in, you got to shoot the bandits down and try to survive, winters and all that kind of stuff. A really fun one. I like this one a lot. But it is 35% off and $19.49 for it. Next, we've got another, well, I don't know if city builder is the right word, but a city defense game, strategy game, where medieval fantasy, and you got to build yourself a castle because waves and waves and waves of terrible things are going to come in and try to destroy you. Came out last year, 2024, and it is 55% off right now for $13.49, which is its lowest ever price. Still on that city building train, we're in Manor Lords right now, medieval strategy game. So where Foundation is like the calm medieval city builder, gridless, this one is the not calm city builder, gridless, building a gritty medieval city with bandits and other opponents out there trying to fight. And you got to build an army with this one. It looks great though, really good looking game. It is in development at the moment. It's in early access, just came out last year. But it is 35% off at the moment. It's $25.99. We got Wartales up next, sticking with that medieval theme here. So this is a medieval like mercenary company that you build in this very open world, Battle Brothers Mountain Blade style thing, where you go out and assemble a company and quest away across the place. It is 60% off, $13.99 right now. It does have a lot of DLC that's slowly been coming out for it. And they're on sale as well. I'm not sure if those prices are good. I don't know my DLC prices, but the main game prices, that is the lowest it has been. Next up, we got, speaking of Bannerlord, or Mountain Blade, there's Mountain Blade Bannerlord, which is half off right now at $24.99. This is sort of open world again, but you're going to be, instead of like just running a little company, well, I guess you start out running a little company, and then you eventually build your way up to taking over towns and multiple towns and kingdoms and becoming a king and a lord and all this. And you can also go into first-person combat. And been out since 2022 for this one. Okay, enough medieval. We're going to space. Everspace 2. This one, grab yourself a spaceship, fly around, blow things up. It is on sale for 70% off right now for $14.99 for that one, as well as the DLC's on sale too. But the main game is the cheapest it's been, Everspace 2. Satisfactory is the second to last of the big names that I've got listed here. It is an open world factory building game. Go out and automation factory building, but in a first person point of view, and also has multiplayer in it. And it is on sale at the moment. This one doesn't go on sale too often. It doesn't go very big sales very often, and this is as low as it's been, $27.99 until July 10th, the end of the sale. All right, the final one on the big names list is Project Zomboid, which came out 2013. Zombies, base building, multiplayer is all in there as well. A hardcore RPG zombie survival game, open world. This one came out, what did I say, 2013, and it is 33% off, $13.39 at the moment for Project Zomboid. Okay, so there is the list of the big names, the games that we've all heard of. But now we're going to go to the list of the games that I like a lot. These are my favorites that I think are good deals and great games that are worth the discounts. Conquest of Elysium 5 is the first one on that list. This is a turn-based strategy game, fantasy kingdom running game. Very complex, but a lot of fun. It's not as complex as Dominions, who Illwinter also makes. It's the simplified version of Dominions, where you're running your fantasy empire, charging into combat with your armies, but a more auto-battler style of combats. And this one is half off right now for $14.99. Next up on my list, it wouldn't be a list of mine if it didn't have Kenshi, and Kenshi's on the list. Free roaming squad-based RPG. Grab yourself a squad, and what do you do? That's up to you. There is no story. There is no, there's not really any quests. You make the story, and it's one of my favorite games that I've ever played. And it is on sale for 60% off right now, which puts it at $12. And the soundtrack is $2 at the moment. When will we get Kenshi 2? I don't know, but I'll be there. Lords and Villeins is up next. This is a settlement builder, but instead of it's like RimWorld themed, where you're building a settlement, and building a colony. Looks like it's kind of like it, but where you setting up more of a feudal system. You got families coming in. The families run the bakery, or a family runs the farms. A family runs the smith, and so you kind of run more like you're kind of leading a colony rather than micromanaging a colony. Came out 2022, and it is 75% off right now for $6.24. There's some pictures of colonies there, so you can kind of get an idea what you're looking at. Xenonauts is that sort of XCOM style. Aliens have invaded, and you got to defend against them. It is very old school XCOM by Goldhawk. Xenonauts 2 is out and in development, but 1 it has been out for a while, and it is complete, and it's on sale for 80% off. Puts it at $4.99 down here. Next up, we have a Legionary's Life. This one is a much more narrative thing where you take the role of a Roman soldier. It's Second Punic War, and a very story-based thing. You kind of follow a series of events, and depending on how you play through those events, you may rise in ranks, you may die, you may, you may die, but you may end up being, I don't know if you can actually go all the way to Centurion, but you make your way through the ranks and through this sort of story-based, historically accurate, somewhat story-based campaign thing. It's, I think, all done by one person, and it is half off at the moment for $3.99. Okay, Neo Scavenger up next by Blue Bottle Games. Came out 2014. This is a wasteland survival game, turn-based, where you've got to survive the apocalypse, or the post-apocalypse, I suppose. And it is 75% off at the moment for $3.74. The same folks that are making Astronauts, if you're familiar with that one. We got Dungeonmans up next. This is a traditional turn-based roguelike that is by Adventure Pro Games. It doesn't take itself too seriously. in that sort of dungeon crawling turn-based style. It is 67% off, puts it at $5, $4.94. And yeah, make your way across the map, hacking, slashing, turn-based style. Lots and lots of variety with this one. 3030 Deathwar Redux is one that I kind of forgot about until I was looking through Steam and trying to figure out what was on sale. I like this one a lot when I played it before. You're a dude cruising around space in this sort of top-down, but you can also go into space stations and cruise around there. But you fly your ship around in this sort of a space adventure, space sim. Came out in 2017 or 2017. It's 67% off, which puts it at $4.94 for this one. But it's almost like a little bit LucasArts in that style, if you know what I'm talking about there, where the adventure parts come in. Sid Meier's Pirates. If Kenshi's on my list, Pirates is going to be on there. Sail the Caribbean, be a pirate. It's developed by, well, it says Firaxis. Yeah, Firaxis and 2K are publishing this one. It is what 75% off for $249 right now. And it's an old game. Came out in 2005. The mixed reviews, I think, has to do with, I think the Steam version, I think there's issues with it running on like modern systems, but I think there's ways of getting around it. It just takes effort to get whatever the system that it has running to actually work well with Windows 11. But if you can get it working, it's great. I think that kind of goes for Sid Meier's Colonization as well, which came out again 1994. It's a little bit of an old one, but it's $1.39, 80% off. So if you don't have Sid Meier's Colonization and you want a really good turn-based strategy game about settling the new world and declaring independence and throwing tea in a harbor and all that, then yeah, there you go by Microprose. Next up, we got Tales of Maj'Eyal, where Dungeonmans is sort of the more doesn't take itself seriously style of traditional roguelike. Tales of Maj'Eyal is the other way around. There's a ton of replayability with this one, a million classes and races, and sort of an endless amount of replayability with Tales of Maj'Eyal Tome, they call it. 50% off, $3.49 is the price over here on Steam. Warsim, The Realm of Azlona, is an ASCII game, and it's just, you get like logs and logs of text, but you're running a kingdom, a fantasy kingdom, and it almost plays out like a bulletin board system game, if anyone remembers those, where you, a rich text-based kingdom ruling sim. It's a lot of fun. It's nothing to look at, but it's a really fun game. And it came out for release 2022. And it is 60% off right now for $3.99. Apparently, it has been cheaper. It's been $1.24, so it has been cheaper. So you may save a couple bucks if you want to wait for it, but it's definitely worth $4. That's for sure. I gotta have some of my favorites in here. XCOM is $1.24. That's 75% off. If you haven't heard of XCOM, aliens invading, grab yourself a squad, save the world. There's nothing else to say about it. It's $1. It's XCOM. It's good stuff. West of Loathing came out 2017. A slapstick comedy stick figure Wild West adventure role-playing game. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I never heard of this one. Someone mentioned it, and I played it a while back. It's fantastic. It's really good. I don't know what to say about it. It's 69% off, and it's $3.40 right now. Maybe that might have belonged in the bargain bin section, but that's okay. All right, we got A Short Hike is up next. I put this in because my daughter loves this game. You're just a little penguin puffin character, bird dude, and you kind of just walk around. It's kind of like a walking simulator, but with quests. Walk around, do little quests in this island. It's surprisingly a ton of fun. And it's a very casual little sim, basically. Relaxing exploration adventure. Yeah, that sums it up. But it is 45% off, puts it at $4.39. You can get it on Switch as well, which is where I have it. And Dwarf Fortress. What do I say about Dwarf Fortress? Colony sim. Take care of your dwarves as best you can. Go out, build Moria. It's been around for a long time. The Steam version is 20% off right now. This one doesn't go on sale very often either. $23.99 is the price. What can I say? Dig deeply and greedily. Next up, we have Stellar Tactics. Stellar Tactics is a role-playing game I'm gonna compare it to like a Baldur's Gate, but made by like one or two or three people, maybe just one person. But in this one, you can you take your spaceship and you can fly around, get yourself a crew. You can also dock on other ships and stations and wrecks, and then it goes into that turn-based tactical D&D or Baldur's Gate style. But in this sort of sci-fi setting, it's coming along fantastic. It's still in development since 2016. It is in early access. It's 50% off right now for $10, but it gets developed pretty regularly, and every time I played it, I've had a lot of fun with it. So it's a really good. If you're into RPGs and squad based but party based things, then yeah, it's good stuff. Drova Forsaken Kin is in that same vein, but in action RPG style, in this grim Celtic mythology tone. Came out in 2024. It's got a good story to it, and a lot of like side quest variety to the stories as well, where you run around hacking and slashing, but there's things happening. And this one is 25% off right now, $18.74. Not a big discount, but it is the biggest discount it's ever had, and it's a good game. Next up, we got Solasta, Crown of the Magister. This one is D&D 5e is the rule set that it uses, so you get yourself a party if you know what that is all about. In this tactical, turn-based, Baldur's Gate style of RPG. The thing about Solasta, so I'm making Solasta 2 right now. Solasta, the thing I like most about Solasta, by the way, it's 70% off for $9, is it's got a really good community to it, and you can make your own campaigns. And so there's basically an endless, especially since it's been out for 4 years now, there's an endless amount of campaigns, like player-made campaigns for the game as well. You get the ones that come with the game. And then you can download other ones, these fully developed campaigns that people have made for Solasta that you can kind of run your D&D style characters through. Yeah, there you go, it's showing it right now. I like it a lot. I'll leave it at that. Bulwark. Evolution, Falconeer Chronicles. This is the last one of my favorites list for this summer sale. This is it mixes elements of chill builder with grand strategy. So you're like living in the ocean and you got to build yourself an ocean town. But of course there's pirates and you're building blimps and it can be frantic. So it's mostly like, building a happy water town, but there's pirates and raiders and things that come in to try to kill you. It came out in 2024. And it is 55% off for $9 right now. Okay, so that is all of my list. Last bit that we have is I'm going to call this the bargain bin. These are the dirt cheap games that I have come across scouring this summer sale. So we'll start with first two kind of go together. We got Kingdom Two Crowns and Kingdom New Lands. These are both similar games, very similar. The sort of side-scrolling kingdom builder, where you're building it. Like I said, go out, build yourself a kingdom. You got things every night that come in to attack you have to defend against. And there's been several like new games that have come out that have sort of copied this style. But these are some of the original ones. This one's what is this one? This is New Lands, which is 85% off for $2.24. It has been cheaper. Both these have been cheaper in the past, but it's still pretty cheap, $2. And this one right now is, where is it? There it is. It's $5 right now. It has been $4 in the past, but it's still pretty cheap. So those are Kingdom. Next up, we've got Graveyard Keeper. So like Stardew Valley, where you're coming into this happy town, farming and crafting, all that. It's that, but you're managing a graveyard this time, so it's a little more interesting. I don't know if interesting is the right word. It's a little different than Stardew Valley. It is 80% off right now. Puts it at $3.99. We got the Final Station up next, where you're in this apocalypse. You manage a train, which is basically your base, and then you'll stop by different points along the map, hop out, kill some undead weird things, salvage some scraps, save some passengers, and then hop back on the train, build it up, and then continue on your route. And it came out in 2016 published by Tiny Build for $3 right now, 80% off. Heroes of Hammerwatch, 2018. This one came out in this. We'll say Diablo style, action RPG, run around, hack and slash, roguelite, action adventure. Probably a better way of describing it. It came out, 2017, and it is 75% off right now for $2.99. And I guess it has some DLC things too that are on sale also. Next up, we have Yes, Your Grace. Came out in 2020. And this one, you are a king, and you're trying to manage your kingdom in this very narrative-focused thing. Questions come in. How do you answer those questions? Depending on how you answer those questions and deal with those matters, depends on where the story goes. A very open story, depending on what you do. It is 85% off at the moment for $3. We have Bomber Crew up next. You take a crew and you manage, a bomber. This real-time sort of thing. A lot of chaos is going on. You're trying to manage things shooting at you and completing missions and dropping bombs, but you're also managing your units inside the bomber and making sure everything is working. Sort of FTL, but a little more frantic. By Runner Duck, came out in 2017. It is 85% off and it's $2.39. Apparently, it's been free before, so this may be cheaper, but it's still only $2 right now. We have Tainted Grail Conquest is up next. Came out in 2021 by Questline and Awakened Realms. This is like a little bit of a mix of things. So you kind of run across a map in this almost RPG style, but then you go into combat and it plays out like a deck builder roguelite style. And you can see where it's playing out right there now. A bit of a combination of a couple things. And this was like weird Arthurian storyline or setting. It came out a while back, but it is 80% off at the moment for $3.99. Streets of Rogue is sort of in that run around. It's what do you call it? It says Nuclear Throne meets Deus Ex mixed with the anarchy of GTA. Roguelite meets immersive sim and goes completely insane. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you run around and hacking and slashing crazy, lots of madness with this one. It is 80% off, $3.99. It's a good game. I'm just running out of adjectives for it. Next up, Sizable. Sizable is a peaceful, relaxing puzzle game. Period. You got a bunch of different maps, and you basically go through and you click and you puzzle your way through this to kind of reveal things, which expands the map. Kind of a laid-back, casual game. And it is super cheap. It is 89 cents right now, 91% off. That's almost as cheap as the free demo. All right, we got Civ 6 up next. I'll talk about the negative reviews in just a minute. Civ 6 came out a while back. It is 95% off at the moment. That's $3 for this game. I don't think the DLC is. None of the DLC looks like it's on sale, but the base game is on sale for $3 at the moment. The negative reviews. So slap an asterisk on this one because apparently 2K or whoever has been doing a lot of like anti-piracy nonsense they're adding into it. So you might want to keep an eye on that. If that concerns you, make sure you look into that and just beware before you get that one. But it's a good sale. Potion Craft is my second to last pick here for the bargain bin. Came out by Nice Play in 2022. You are an alchemist. You do all the actions. You mash the leaves, you boil the stuff, and you make the potion for your customers that come in, supply them with whatever they need, then you go out the next day and pick your herbs and grow your garden, kind of grow your base, your alchemy shop, basically, and make your alchemy shop. This one is 75% off, which puts it at $5 right now. Last one. Grand finale is the Crypt of the Necrodancer. This is a hardcore roguelike rhythm game. Move to the music and deliver beatdowns to the beat. So in this sort of traditional roguelike style, turn-based RPG style, but you gotta I don't know how to explain this game without telling you to just go watch a video of it if you're not familiar with it. It's a fantastic game. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's really good and it's cheap, 90% off, $1.49. There you go, and that's it. That is my list of the summer Steam sale 2025. I'm sure I missed some good ones in there. If I did, please put them in the comments, and I will make sure and update my list as we go, and anyone else that's interested in things. But there you go. There's my list of a large list of games that are on sale as I peruse through this giant list of discounted games to hopefully help you find something that's on sale. That's all I got, though. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one.